Hi everybody, welcome to DIY Dream Weddings UK, and this is Kim, and I create bespoke wedding bouquets. It's a little bit offbeat. So what I'm going to do is going to show you the next project. We're going into Christmas now with our bouquets. So what I've done here is I've drawn out the design that I'm going to do next. I mean, you might just about be able to see it. I should have gone over it on in ink really, but it's going to be a moon and some presents, and we're going to also have some stars going down here. Okay, and there's other ideas there, but we're going to have stars going down, and I've started to create this already. Okay, and then the bride's going to hold it from the back from a handle that I'm going to put on there as well. So I'm going to show you how far I've got with that already. So let me just show you what I've done so far. This is really offbeat. So if you're not used to sort of my channel, that's the sort of thing we do. We do a lot of, sorry about this, I've got to adjust the camera a bit there. We do a lot of stuff that's offbeat, so it's different to the normal sort of bridal bouquets that you get. Okay, so let's move this over just a slightly little bit. I can't quite get all of it in. But this is the moon that we've got here. And also I've done some stars for the bottom, so they're going to be hanging down. Just started to do these. Okay, so I started to ribbon these up, and I'm going to hang them down the bottom here underneath the moon. Okay, I thought we'd be able to get all this in, but we can't. So but we're going to hang them like that, and then we're going to have some presents, and the presents I've started to cut out as well. So they're going to kind of go like this. I'm not sure how I'm going to attach them, so this is all a new project and I'm doing it as I go along, so that's what we're going to do. And I've got this lovely ribbon, and I thought what we could do with the presents is we could ribbon them around the edge like we have this one, and maybe put some of this lovely ribbon. This has got reindeers on it. Okay, just put that, maybe put that sort of crisscrossed around our present like that to make it pretty. Okay, so that's the idea, the ideas I've got in my head so far, and we're going to do it in blues. So I've got these blue colours. Okay, so try to keep it the same sort of colour, and also this lovely silver colour. This silver colour is going to be the colour of the stars and the moon. Okay, so the stars, I've just actually covered the edge of this one, and you may have seen me use this technique if you saw the steampunk project that I did. And then we're going to just basically cover our stars with this, just like this, and then the edge of our star is all covered, the cardboard's all covered up. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do two like that, and we start by cutting out our shapes on a thick piece of cardboard, and then we ribbon the edge just like this one. And I'm going to do that with most of my pieces. I don't know if I'm going to do it with all of them, but most of them. So we'll do it with these ones as well. So I started to do the moon, and the moon also I'm going to cover with this lovely silver glitter. So excuse the matte, it's got glue and glitter on it, but there we are. So we're going to do that with that. Okay, I might have other plans for the back, but this is what I'm thinking of doing so far. And you can see why I've actually covered the edge of that cardboard. So you can, that's all you're going to see. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. So in order to get these shapes, I just drew around this after I put the ribbon on. But no, what I did it before, and I just drew a little bit outwards so that this shape was slightly bigger than my actual shape on my cardboard, because when I put the ribbon on it's a lot thicker, a lot wider. Okay, so that's what I did. Just gave you a bit more space on the outside so that you wouldn't see any of this cardboard or mechanics on the inside. Okay, so what I thought I'd do today is just show you how to do the end of this moon, because I've done this end and it's a little bit messy, but you don't see it once you got the foam on. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And while I'm doing that, I'd just like to say thanks to everybody. I hope you're all well. Thanks for your support, and if you haven't subscribed, please do if you're interested in these sort of projects. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to bring it round, this ribbon round the tip, and then just bring it downwards and glue it onto the tip like this. Okay, so first of all, what I'll do, I'm going to do it this way so that I can, or we could do it that way. So I'm going to do it this way so I can stick my ribbon onto where I want it to go, onto the tip of my moon like this. Okay, so stick my ribbon on like this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is turn this over, and I'm going to bring this down at the back just so that it covers it. All you want it to do is just cover the edge of this moon shape. Okay, just cover the edge. So I'm going to actually bring that, just cut that down a bit more. So it doesn't really matter about the back, okay, it's just the edge like this. So just put some glue down there like that. Okay, the edge and the tip of your cardboard like this, and just bring that down there like that, just so that it looks kind of neat. I'm just gonna what I did was just put that over the flame. I've got a little tea light there, just so that won't buckle, so it won't fray on the edge. Okay, so then we're just going to bring that down like this. Okay, so it doesn't matter if the ends of this is messy, because all you're going to see, like I showed you earlier, is the edge of this. And actually, we could actually put another piece across there as well. You can see a little bit there on the end. Don't know. We could do with a thinner piece of ribbon to do that. I wonder if we could just use a little piece like this and just glue it over the tip there like that. Do you know, I don't think it'll notice that much, to be honest. This one is a little bit nearer to the, so what you might want to do is just maybe bring it round a bit nearer to the tip so you can't see it as much, and then pinch that at the top. Okay, should we do that again? We could do it again. If you brought it like that, let's do that again. We'll do it again slightly nearer to the top of our, just slightly nearer to the top of our moon. So you just, if you don't want that end bit to show, that's what you do. You just kind of just bring that a bit further up. So just maybe just bring that just a little bit more. Okay, and then just down like that. And let's see what I mean? So then you can't see that end there, so just bring it right up. I didn't quite do that, but that's okay. Okay, and then we just cut that off. I really don't like this frame, but do you know, actually let's just see if we can. Sometimes you can't quite get the end, but you know, once you get all the other stuff on top of it, you're not really going to notice. You're not going to see that fraying, but you can do the end of that if you want to. So, because what we're going to do then after that, see, can you see how that is? You've covered most of that up on the end there. So just bring it a bit nearer to the edge if you don't want to see, just like this end. See, if you don't want to see the tip there, that's a little bit tricky, that bit, but if this isn't the right way, the way you want to do it, there's probably other ways you can do it as well. So then what I do is I'm just going to bring my other pieces of ribbon, because I've actually cut some other pieces, okay, and I'm going to wrap them around the side of my moon, and I'm just going to bring them round so that they overlap. It's not quite. It's a bit long, that. it's kind of like these projects, if you just started watching, these projects I do as I'm going along, okay? So some of the stuff, I just do it as I'm going along, and I don't plan a lot of it. This has been a little bit planned. You can see by the diagram that I showed you earlier that this has been a little bit planned, but I haven't actually, basically, I haven't, so I'm going to carry on this way. I haven't done this project, you know, the actual whole, I haven't made this before, so it's kind of like, let's see if this works. And a lot of my projects are like that. It's like, let's see how this is going to work. Okay, so then this end, let me just show you. As you go along, you're just overlapping these pieces of ribbon, and it kind of tidies it up a little bit. So it's basically like you have to trust, you need to trust the process, okay, and how it's going to work. And that is how it is a lot when I design things. I really have to kind of let go of what I want it to look like for a little while until I get to, you know, until I get to that stage. Because it's kind of like you just don't know, you know, you go through this process where it doesn't look so good, you know, and then suddenly it all turns out okay at the end, or fantastic at the end sometimes. So there we are. So we're just going along with this ribbon, and I just get my ribbon from any craft store really. Most of the time I buy it in Hobbycraft because it's £1 a reel, and it's much easier to buy something that price when you're doing the demos online. It's less pricey, okay. But if you're going to do it for your wedding day, you might want to get something a bit more special. So you might want to, although this is lovely ribbon anyway, but yeah, you might decide you want something, you know, a bit different for your day. Okay, there we go. So we're just doing that, and then we're going to come to meet in the middle here. Okay, and I do like this, and I really like doing these things that kind of repeat themselves, because I find them quite therapeutic. I don't know if you do, but I really do. Okay, so we're just going to glue that. So with these pieces of ribbon, it doesn't really matter what length they are. Okay, I don't think it does. I just do them any length, and then I try to seal the ends of all of the ribbon if I can. Like I said, if it's awkward, it's a bit difficult, because you don't really want to cause a fire by putting that flame in the wrong place. Okay, so there we are. So that's what you want at the end. And then, like I said, I'm going to glue on my craft foam. But first of all, what I want to do, before I do that, there's other things I want to do first. But so I'm not going to do that yet, because just seeing which way is the best way of doing this as well. This has got a little bit thicker, so that's what I'm saying by draw outside. Actually, you could even do it after you put the ribbon on, but draw wider than what your shape is, because you're going to have your ribbon on there as well. Okay, so I think we stop recording now. See how far we got with that. Are we still recording? Oh no, we're still recording. It's okay. Sorry, I'm a bit scatty. It's all right. I can see. I think we're still going, aren't we? Oh, we are. I nearly panicked then for a minute. You nearly saw the whole of my room for a minute there. But there we go. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. I'm going to glue this here to this. But before I do it, what I'd like to do, so if I just move this up, you'll be able to see it a bit more. Sorry about that just now. A bit scatty this morning. Not that I'm not normally. So what I want to do is I want to have these hanging down, these stars, okay, and they'll look a bit like this, and maybe you might have another one above that one. So different lengths of string we need to have hanging down, okay. So I want to do that under the foam, so that it hides the end of the string. Okay, so I'm not going to do that yet. So we're going to assemble it when I've done all the ribboning, okay. And then we're going to decide how we're going to put it together, but you can sort of see what I'm aiming at here, and then you'd have your presents inside the moon like that. Okay, so yeah, so I can do the stars, so I can show you how this technique will work. Oh, the other thing is I can do it on one side. I've got to put the string on the stars as well. See, there we are. So this is what an example of doing it as you go along is. You have to think ahead a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for a minute, but that's what you do. You just put your glue on your star and then stick it to your foam on both sides. Okay, so you can sort of see now that I've explained what we'll be doing. And so what I would do with these ones is I've got enough. So I've got this little pieces of ribbon I've got here. I don't know if there's enough on here. It might just about be enough to do it all in silver, but I have got some gold here. Should we try? If it's not enough. So basically all I did was I just went around the edges of this, the same as the moon. Okay, so I'm not sure whether to take a risk or not, or whether to just do the gold, but I don't really want it in gold. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, so what I do with this is I do the same as I did with the other one, and I'm just gluing that and sticking it around the edge. So it's your choice of ribbon, and ribbon up your shapes. Okay, ribbon up your shapes. So I just drew these onto some cardboard and cut them out basically. So yeah, I just get the designs and I just decide where I'm going to go with it. Once I've got the design, it's like, how am I going to do it? But after I've done it, what I'm going to do, I'm not just going to leave the foam on there. I'm going to stick something to it to make it look pretty. So there'll be a little bit more to this project, okay, than just ribboning up and putting the foam on the front of the shapes. Okay, so this is a funny ribbon. It doesn't always stick first time, so you have to be quite patient with this. But you can see what I'm doing here. And when I got to the top, I did similar to what I did on the moon. And I just come quite near to the edge and glue it quite near to the edge like that. So it's a little bit fiddly when you get to the points, but it works. Okay, it does work. So we just glue that right up to there, to the point there. Okay, maybe cut that a little bit shorter there. Okay, and just bring that over like that. Yeah, it's got a bit of a coating on this ribbon, so it's a little bit, you think it's glued and then it's not, and it kind of comes away a bit, so you've got to be a bit patient with this. And then I just start on the other side like that. So I'll glue that to the same ribbon. So you could come a bit further up with that actually, and then you won't have to overlap it as much. But it's all trial and error, it all is. So just glue that in like that. Okay. And we're still going, aren't we? Yeah. Sorry about that. I really did think we'd stop recording for a minute. So we're just going to carry on with that. So we just do another piece there, just so I can show you how this is done. Like that. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting glue on my fingers now because this ribbon is a little bit thin, so the glue goes through the ribbon. But there we are. So that is that, and then we're just basically carry on. So I'm going to cut a bit more off here. I'm hoping there's enough on here. If not, I might have to start again with another ribbon. There we go. So that, I'd like it to match, wouldn't we, really? We really would. So we just bring that over like that. Okay, so these are bits of ribbon and things that I've had left over from other projects that I've got. So I didn't buy this especially for this project, but I thought, well, this will do for this project. So it's kind of, you know, makeshift as to whether I've got enough materials for it. So there we are. Anyway, I know I've got a lot of that glitter silver stuff because I used that on other projects and I bought the wrong kind, and that will work for this. So there we are. So there we go. So we're just going along there, the same as we did with our moon. Okay. And then when we've done that, I will show you how to do the next bit, because I'm not sure. I've got to find some, basically I've got to find some string to hang the stars on, and then I will be able to attach them to the moon. And then what we can do, I'm thinking of, there's these little hearts, and I'm thinking of putting them onto the moon, onto the front of the moon when it's finished. So, but maybe doing it in glitter or in blue, okay, and just overlapping these and sticking them on the top. So that's what my plan is at the moment. That could change. It could change. As you can see in the description, I have said that these projects, the methods and things can change quite a lot. Okay, so anyway, so we're going to go along there and we're going to do the same on this side, on the point as we did on the other point. Okay, and I will actually try to do these edges as I go along because it's quite fraying, this ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to take that off of there. So we have got quite a lot of ribbon on here, but I don't know if we've got enough really for the whole star. So if we haven't, I might have to do the other bit in gold, okay, which I didn't really want to do, but anyway, we'll see. It's only a little bit there, you see, because on this reel we've only got 2 meters on here, whereas the Hobbycraft one is longer than that. I think it's 15 meters. So they're just little hobby little crafty bits that I bought. I think they were in the works or somewhere. So yeah, so that's how that works. So I will be back soon to show you the next part of this project. This was quite a tough cardboard, otherwise I would have shown it to you on camera cutting that out. And what I did was I just cut it with a knife, and I put it on a piece of board so I didn't scratch the desk or anything. That's what I did. Okay, so that's how your moon will look when it's fit. Sorry, there's all little bits on there. There's bits of glue and stuff on there. When it's done with your stars. So that's how your star will look when you've done it, and then we will just have that underneath, whichever way we want to have that. Okay, like that. Just showing you how it kind of is going to look, okay, just so that we know sort of where we are with this. Okay, and then you'll have your presents in the top like that, kind of like that, but these will be obviously all covered up. Okay, so I hope you can see how this is going to work. Okay, we can do it either way. You can do it this way, the moon this way, or the other way, and then we'll have a handle on the back as well. And we need to do that before we put the foam on as well, so it's all going to be a little bit, one thing needs to go on before the other. Okay, so anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back soon to show you the next part of the project. I'll see you on the next one, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you like what you see. Yeah, and if you want to see more videos as well, that's a good reason to subscribe, and also to help this channel out. Thank you very much. All right then, bye bye now.